I've been collecting Naruto statues for over 8 years. During my journey, I've seen and owned some of the largest, heaviest, smallest, and most expensive statues out there. But what we're unboxing today, I've never seen anything like it before. Before we get into the unboxing, I do want to apologize. I intended on showcasing a ginormous statue in this video as well, but unfortunately it has not arrived. So because it hasn't, I'm going to be giving away this 2022 LA Comic-Con Hot Topic exclusive Ninetales Naruto Uzumaki to a random subscriber who comments on this video. So without delay, let's jump on in. Today's statue is made by Trieagles Studio and is supposed to come on a scale of 1/6, but to me, it's more around the 1/7 scale. In total, there were 700 made around the world, and they also come with these little white gloves where you can put them on if you don't want to touch the statue with your fingers. I don't usually use that. Here's an acrylic stand to go with the edition size coin that's meant to be used as the certificate of authenticity to confirm it's an authentic statue by Trieagles Studio. As we spin it around, you'll see exactly what I mean. It's more of a picture frame statue, so nothing like I've ever seen before. On the left, we have the stone Madara statues we see in the Valley of the End. Also, the black Chidori from Sasuke, and on the right, the outline of the chakra cloak from Naruto, as well as that vermilion Rasengan with Hashirama in the back. Also, some painted red effects on his shoulder. You can see how it's kind of bleeding all around this statue. The studio definitely took a risk with doing something so outside the box from what collectors are normally seeing, but I definitely think it paid off. As we unbox it, you'll see for yourself. Now, to light this up is the USB AC adapter, which is bent. Now, it's bent because when you plug it in the bottom, it's too long and it crushes and weighs it down. So kind of a flaw. I wish they would have fixed that one. And lit up, this is how it looks. Mainly just a bright white light because there's an effect piece that's going to go in front of it with that Chidori on the left and the Rasengan on the right. So once that's in front of it, it does look a little bit different in the way that it does bring it to life. If you watch my other videos, I would definitely consider this the base of the statue. Now, one thing I will mention is the legs of this do not come off, so you cannot mount it to the wall, unfortunately. But the legs are... What the heck? Hey, looky what showed up. The ginormous statue that I mentioned in the beginning is here. So actually, we're gonna go ahead and crack this open during the video because it does accent this statue very well. So next up is gonna be the main body for Naruto. Overall, it looks great. Now, one thing I love about this statue is the fact that they captured the whole one-tail cloak that formed during Naruto in this fight. So that's a difficult thing to do without overtaking the character, but they did so just enough with the mixture of painted resin and the clear resin all throughout his body. They definitely chose a much more darker tone for his outfit too, because the parts that are dark blue, technically to me should be more of a brighter blue, but maybe they just did go with the darker tone throughout the statue. His head sculpt though is absolutely perfect. My favorite part is the pharaoh looking hair. You can see tons of little splits in there. Also the markings on his face, just perfect. This is one of the best young Naruto head sculpts I've ever seen. And one last piece that I forgot to show you is one that's going to go over top of his head that's going to create those two cubey looking ears on top. Such an iconic fight and battle that they've brought to life so well so far. Now, what's in this ginormous box? It's going to be a diorama scene of the final valley made by a studio I've never purchased from. Ditaishe, I think was the name of it. The base is the first layer you pull out, which is just a bunch of rock, also some water going down the center, and then there's the back plate of it. Now, this is the back side because this is where a stone Naruto logo that they made is going to attach to the back of that. So nothing that you see when it'll be displayed, but neat little Easter egg hidden behind the statue. So there's the base and back. Now these left and right plates over here, actually you can put statues made by a company called Sume of Naruto and Sasuke on the left and right if you want to. I'm not sure I'll be buying those, not a huge fan of that. But on the back we have the waterfall that is iconic again for this moment and scene that they made in such an interesting way with this like clear transparent resin all in one piece that you just fit on top, and it really fills in all the seam lines between that back and base. These two rocks here are a part of the scene, but also they act as plugs to put in the waterfall to make sure it does stay sturdy into place, and the addition size is also on this little separate rock that you can display next to the statue. And back to the main piece, here is Sasuke's main body. We can see the darker tones coming in again. His shirt is more of a brighter blue, and this is definitely darker. The holes in the back, of course, for them giant chicken wings, and we can see the curse mark skin having been taken over with it being darker than we normally see for Sasuke. And here are those giant wings or hands or whatever the heck these are in the webbings, though. It's one of the most gross things in the Naruto universe. It has fingers in the webbing, so tons and tons of fingers. I actually never knew they were on there until I saw statues of this brought to life in a way that you can hold it like this. And here's the other as well. But cool how they go on a great angle where it doesn't, again, overtake Sasuke too much. The head sculpt for him, though, just like Naruto, is perfection. Trieagles Studios has been known to do more one-off projects. They don't consistently come out with a line or expand upon a line, but when they do come out with stuff, it's always at a very high quality. Here's a close look again at him as he's lunging towards Naruto. It's difficult to see this angle, of course, when you're displaying it because everything's seen at the front facing side to side. And with the AC adapter back in, we can dim the lights and see how it looks in the dark. Just enough light to bring out that Chidori and Rasengan. Now what's missing, of course, but the giant statues of Madara and Hashirama. I'm only going to show one because they're both basically the same, just inverted poses as one's on the left and right here. But amazing how they had this more classic traditional armor on, so it's not the outfits we normally see them in. They key onto the base with magnets, and they also have 3 additional pieces. So we have one hand just making a hand sign. The other one is going to be holding this weapon just really calmly at its side. And then, of course, we do have both of their portraits on here in a stone-looking fashion. So amazing. Such a good likeness to Hashirama over here. And also Madara, we got that giant mane of hair. I love how they did bring it to life and, again, kind of like stoneify or add a stone effect to everything. So amazing to see this in person. So much fun to showcase a statue of a scene and not just a character because it's such an iconic and memorable moment. Here's how Trieagles Naruto versus Sasuke look. Also, we're still giving away that Naruto Uzumaki Funko Pop we saw in the beginning. And if you enjoyed this, you'll enjoy this Holy Grail Naruto statue as always. I'll see you in the next. Do what you love and love what you do. Bam out.